Howdy, Ugster here. Today I'd like to go over some basic smartphone and more specific Motorola Q tweaks and registry edits to make the phone a little bit more usable and the interface more easy to navigate. TechCentric did a short segment on the Motorola Q. They covered 3 hacks specifically. They did the glyph cache, which basically tells the phone how much memory to allot to frame drawing everything on screen and such. I didn't notice too much of a speed increase. Just for my Motorola Q, just didn't really do much for me. Other people have had a lot of success with it. Depending on how much memory your phone has, I don't know. For me, it just didn't do much. They also did the SMS notification, turn that off, which is a really annoying feature in Windows Mobile 5. I don't know if it's in 6 because I don't have anything that runs Windows Mobile 6. But every time you send a text message, it'll pop up a notification that says SMS sent. And you have to click OK before you can do anything else. It's just really annoying. So they also covered that. And the other thing was the CPU speed. Normally, for the Motorola Q, I'm not sure if it's the same for other smartphones, but it'll scale the processor speed, so depending on what you're doing, it'll either speed it up or slow it down. If you're playing a video, it's going to go at the full clock speed or close to it. If you're just editing a text file or sending email, it's going to slow it down, obviously, and that's to save battery life. They changed the registry setting to just have it run at the full 315 megahertz for the Motorola Q. I don't know what effect that has on CPU or on battery life, but that's just how it is. We'll put a link to that in the show notes so you can check it out yourself. I'm going to cover some more user interface, like I said, and at the end of the segment I'm also going to show how to add Flash support. There's a couple different methods to get Flash in Internet Explorer, Pocket IE, as well as some alternate little tweaks and stuff to do that. So I'm going to go over the computer and I'll get some screen caps going on my phone so you can see what the crap I'm talking about. Alright, so first we're going to look at a couple registry editors for the smartphone platform. First we're going to look at PHM Registry Editor. This is a cab file for smartphone and PPC. You edit the registry on the phone using the keypad and the directional pad. It's pretty clunky and it can get annoying, especially if you're digging really deep and adding strings or keys. Another one I use a lot that we're going to be using primarily today is the Mobile Registry Editor. This is another freeware application, and it allows you to edit your registry on your smartphone or PPC from your desktop, just like you're editing the registry for any Windows XP or Windows 98, whatever. It's a lot easier to use, and it syncs using ActiveSync. Now, word of warning, you do have to restart the phone whenever you make any registry edits for them to stick. Sometimes you have to wait a couple minutes after editing it to restart. So if you're tweaking stuff, you have to make the edit, wait a few minutes, soft reset, and then make sure that it's stuck. If it didn't, wait a little longer. If not, I can't help you. So we're going to be looking at Mobile Registry Editor, and this is it. Looks just like the registry editor on your desktop. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's actually based on it. So everything's here. It says Motorola Q. That's my phone. Connects to it. I used PHM Registry Editor for the longest time, made so many mistakes and screwed stuff up, and then I found this program. It makes it a lot easier to use. So yeah, this is taking way too long. I'm going to cut over to a couple different shots of specific registry edits and what they do. Alright, so the first one we're going to look at is changing the start menu from grid view to list view. This is useful if you have a lot of icons in your start menu and you need easier access to them. It'll display a lot more icons on the screen, and it's easier to navigate for me. So the key is H key, current user, software, Microsoft, shell, start menu. Now there's D word value for grid view. 0 is list view, 1 is grid view. I have it set to grid view now. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is obviously a screen capture of my phone, in case you didn't catch that. And this is the list view. Everything's nice and organized, and there you go. Also, you can set it to hide labels. That's another D word value. I didn't change that because a lot of these don't have icons, so I didn't change that personally, but if you'd like to, you can. Next, we're going to look at shutting your phone up and making it stop making annoying sounds. Yes, you can go into the sound settings and set it to vibrate, but it's still going to beep when you make a call, it's still going to beep when you take a picture, and it's still going to have a startup sound. I'll show you how to disable those. First, we'll start with the startup sound. It's H key current user, sounds, and system start. Now the sound string normally has \Windows \piano.wave. You have to change that to asterisk none asterisk. Yeah, that. And that disables the startup sound. The next one, no camera click. This is specific to the Motorola Q. So you're going to have to look at some different registry edits. I'm sure it's out there to disable the sound if there is any on your specific phone. So the key for that is H key local machine, system, pictures, camera, OEM, and then you just change the sound file string to \Windows \asterisk none asterisk. Yeah, that star looking thingy, and that disables it from making a shutter sound. Finally, we will look at disabling the beep when you go to make a call. I find that extremely annoying, but sometimes I haven't disabled that one personally yet, because sometimes I just won't know if my phone's making a call because it lags a bit from when you actually pick the contact and push the button to make the call. So that beep just kind of reassures me that I'm calling people. So the key for that is H key current user, control panel, sounds, dialing, and then you change the value for sound string to none. So you change this to asterisk none asterisk, just like that. But I don't want to do that. Alright, so just from those few registry edits, you should be able to have a basic idea of what you're doing. I mean, if you can edit the Windows registry, you can do this. It's not very difficult. Word of warning, don't edit anything you don't understand. If when in doubt, Google it. And if you still don't understand, you shouldn't be editing the registry in the first place. If you brick your phone, I'm going to laugh at you. It's as simple as that. Like I said, Google it, search the keys, strings, values, whatever. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of resources. I'll try to put some links in the show notes to Motorola Q specific registry edits, as well as generic smartphone and PPC. I'll try and cover as much as I can, but like I said, I've only got one device, so that's all I can play with right now. Moving on to Flash support. This is something that I struggled with for a while. It's something that you'd think would be there in the first place. It really should have been, but it's Microsoft we're talking about. No. It's not. So there's two ways to do this. If you want just YouTube and Google Video and a couple others, VO as well was supported, but since they went to suck, it's not really worth it anymore. But there's a bunch of supported sites with that. This is basically, like I said, called a Flash Video Bundle. It's a CAB file, very simple to install. You need a specific version of TCP/MP, and this program basically sends the file to TCP/MP. So if you're on YouTube and you click a link to a direct video, instead of going to the page with the comments and the alternate videos and the actual video, it'll give you a little pop-up menu that says play video, save video, or linked page. You hit play video, sends it to TCP/MP, buffers it, and plays it. You have to have a pretty good signal for this to work properly. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you only have 2 bars like I do right now. But anyway, it should work properly once you get buffering settings right, and it works. The other thing that you can do is actually hacking Flash into Pocket IE. This used to be a really time-consuming process, and it was trial and error for me because I didn't have the convenience of a zip file and everything laid out right in front of me, like I'm going to show you in a minute. Buttheads. Anyway, this actually adds Flash 7 support natively to Pocket IE, so anything that has Flash will display on Pocket IE. Whether you can use it or not is another story. since it's a smartphone, it doesn't have a touch screen, obviously, so you need to use a cursor emulator. There's two main ones that work most of the time. One is called Fake Cursor. This is a free program. I haven't gotten it to work properly, actually. You start it up and it shows the cursor and you can use it, and it disables all the other buttons on the phone. So you can't do anything. I actually have to take the battery out to restart it. Yeah, it's just how it is. You can't really control anything in Flash using the directional pad or the button. The other program is called SP Helper. This is a pay program, but it works really well. You assign it to a hotkey on the phone, and it brings it up or disables it as you need it. I've gotten the only real site that I've got to work with this Flash plugin is really HomestarRunner.com, and that's because they use SWF files. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to use Flash Video Bundle first, and then I'll move on to the Flash hacking. Okay, this is the Flash. Cut. Alright, this is the forum post for Flash Video Bundle. Once again, it's not very difficult to use, but make sure you read all the instructions and download the right version of TCP/IP for your device. There's a PPC version and there's a smartphone version. Not difficult. Also, make sure you install them both to the same directory. If you're installing TCP/IP to your device, install Flash Video Bundle to your device. And if you're installing TCP/IP to your storage card, install Flash Video Bundle to your storage card. This is an important step. If you miss it, it's not going to work. It's as simple as that. I told you so. So once you get that up and running, I'm not going to show you how to transfer a cab to your phone and run it. If you can't do that, go back to playing with Tinker Toys. So, this is my phone, and I'm on YouTube with the Flash Video Bundle installed. So I'm just going to select a video. Now normally when you press a button, when you press enter to go to the video, it'll take you to the link page and it'll just say, "Hi, you have JavaScript turned off. You're an idiot using a smartphone. Go away. Microsoft hates you." And so does God. Now this, on the other hand, you push the center button and it gives you a little menu. Play video, save video, or linked page. Linked page will take you to the linked page. Duh. Save video allows you to save the FLV file. It could take a while, but it'll save you from buffering it later. And play video. I'm going to see how this works. I don't know if it's going to play properly. It might just end up buffering forever and not actually play, but just to prove that it does work and that I'm not full of crap here. So it sends it over to TCP/IP. Like I said, again, you have to screw with your buffering settings a little bit to get it work. And there it is. Okay. I could get wrapped up in that for hours. So there's Flash Video Bundle. Simple to use, and that's the easiest way to get YouTube and Google video support on your phone. Next we will look at hacking Flash into Pocket IE. Alright, a bunch of different sites have taken this from XDA developers and put their own spin on it and made their own tutorial, but like I said, XDA Developers was the first one to come out with this hack. I'm using this site as an example because he has an easy-to-use RAR file, archive, that has everything listed and it's in easy steps, so it's hard to mess up. I'm going to try and go through it step by step because you do have to edit the registry and make some keys. There's no automated process for that, so you're going to have to do it by hand. Download the SP Flash hack and unrar it, and you will get this. There's 5 steps here. First one will be registry import, but like I said, there's no free program that I know of that'll import registry keys. If you find one, let me know, because that would make this whole process a lot simpler. Open up the registry entries in Notepad, and you will get this. This is a list of all the registry keys that would put in there automatically, but you're going to have to do this manually. This is the directory, HKey local machine, software, apps. Now, anything past apps in these cases isn't created yet. You're going to have to create the actual registry key. So this would be macro